These 10 common sleeping habits have already killed many seniors this year. Most Americans over the age of 60 have no idea that they might be making dangerous mistakes every single night in their sleep. These aren't dramatic mistakes. They're not loud, painful, or obvious. In fact, they feel normal, routine. But night after night, these small choices quietly strain the heart, block the lungs, weaken the brain, and for thousands of seniors each year, they prove fatal. Fatal. And the most terrifying part? These habits don't feel wrong. They feel comforting, familiar, like falling asleep in your favorite recliner or keeping the TV on for background noise. But these choices, repeated over months and years, take a toll on your body you don't notice until something happens, until you wake up dizzy, until you can't get out of bed, or worse, until you never wake up at all. Sudden death during sleep isn't rare among seniors. It happens in thousands of homes every year. Many times the cause is listed as heart failure, respiratory arrest, stroke. But behind those medical words are warning signs, habits that were ignored. And in many cases, those deaths could have been prevented. That's why we're exposing the 10 most dangerous sleeping habits that have already claimed lives, and what you can do tonight to protect yourself or someone you love. Let's start with a big one, sleeping flat on your back without head elevation. It sounds harmless, right? But for seniors with any kind of respiratory condition, heart failure, or even mild sleep apnea, lying completely flat can compress your airways. Your tongue relaxes and falls back into your throat. Your lungs don't expand as fully, blood pools in the wrong areas, and oxygen drops. One night of this might leave you tired. But over time, this can contribute to strokes, sudden heart strain, and even nighttime cardiac arrest. Some studies show that heart failure patients who sleep flat have worse survival rates compared to those who elevate their head by even 30 degrees. The fix? A wedge pillow or an adjustable bed frame. You don't need to sit up completely. Just lift your upper body gently. You'll breathe easier, sleep deeper, and reduce pressure on your heart. Next, sleeping in a hot room with heavy blankets. Seniors are more sensitive to temperature than younger adults, and many have medications that affect hydration, blood pressure, or sweating. But sleeping in a hot environment, especially under weighted quilts or synthetic comforters, can silently overheat the body. Your heart beats faster to try and cool you down. You sweat more but don't always feel it. You dehydrate without realizing it. All of this raises your risk of nighttime heart events. Research shows that optimal sleep temperature is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooler environments support deeper sleep, better circulation, and reduced inflammation. Use cotton sheets, choose layers over thick single blankets, and keep a glass of water nearby, especially if you take diuretics. Now let's talk about a habit most people never think about, eating too close to bedtime. For many seniors, dinner happens at 7 or 8 p.m., and they're in bed by 9. But lying down with a full stomach leads to more than just heartburn. It can cause acid to creep up into the throat, a condition called gastroesophageal reflux. When that happens during sleep, you may not even wake up. You just inhale the acid into your lungs, a process called aspiration. Over time, aspiration leads to inflammation, scarring, and pneumonia. It also raises blood pressure and disrupts breathing. Some seniors choke at night without ever fully waking up. These cases are often labeled as respiratory failure or unexplained death during sleep, but the root was a habit as simple as eating too late. Try to finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. If you must eat late, keep it light: a banana, a small handful of almonds, or yogurt with no added sugar. Now, one of the most common but dangerous habits, falling asleep with the TV on. Background noise feels comforting, especially if you live alone. But here's the danger. Blue light from TVs delays the release of melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. Even with your eyes closed, your brain still detects that light and stays in a lighter, more fragmented sleep. You may not notice it, but your brain never reaches full repair mode. Over time, this increases your risk of memory loss, poor glucose control, and even high blood pressure. If you feel uneasy in silence, switch to a sleep sound machine, waves, rain, or white noise. And if you need light, use a red or amber nightlight. Avoid cool blue tones at all costs. They stimulate the brain, not relax it. Another dangerous habit? Ignoring nighttime urination. Waking once a night to use the bathroom might seem normal, but if it happens more than once, it could signal a deeper issue: nocturia. And nocturia isn't just about your bladder. It's often connected to kidney strain, poor blood flow, high salt intake, or heart problems. Some seniors get up 4 or 5 times a night. Each trip raises fall risk, disrupts sleep cycles, and leads to morning fatigue. Make sure your bedroom and bathroom path are safe. Use motion lights, non-slip mats, and remove any clutter. But more importantly, speak to a doctor. Adjusting fluid timing, managing sodium, or checking medications might reduce the frequency and protect your heart and brain from chronic nighttime stress. Now let's address sleeping medications. Pills like Ambien, Benadryl, Xanax, or Tylenol PM seem harmless, but for seniors, these drugs can backfire. They interfere with deep sleep, reduce oxygen flow, and suppress natural arousal signals, making it harder for your body to wake you if something goes wrong. Worse, many sleep meds increase fall risk, confusion, and memory loss. Some are now linked to increased dementia risk after long-term use. Instead, try melatonin in small doses or magnesium glycinate. Both support natural sleep cycles. Combine them with good habits: dim lighting at night, avoiding screens, and going to bed at the same time each evening. Let's talk about something no one expects: sleeping in your recliner. And it feels supportive. It's easier on the hips. But sleeping upright in a chair every night causes major issues. First, your lower body stays compressed, leading to poor circulation, blood pooling in the legs, and swelling. Second, your spine stays curved. This shortens the chest cavity and limits breathing capacity. Over time, this can reduce blood oxygen, raise your heart rate, and increase clot risk. If you need to nap in your chair, do it. But overnight sleep should happen in a proper bed, ideally one with firm support and slight head elevation. Your body needs full rest, full circulation, and a chance to repair properly. Another huge red flag: untreated snoring or pauses in breathing. This is not just annoying, it's deadly. Loud snoring, choking, or gasping in the night are clear signs of sleep apnea. And sleep apnea raises your risk for stroke, heart attack, atrial fibrillation, and sudden death in your sleep. It also destroys memory, focus, and energy. If your partner has noticed these signs, or if you wake up exhausted despite 8 hours of sleep, you need a sleep study. A home test is easy, and treatment can be life-saving. CPAP machines may look uncomfortable, but modern options are quiet, portable, and often covered by Medicare. Don't guess. Get tested. You can't fix what you don't measure. Nearing the end of our list: drinking alcohol before bed. Alcohol makes you feel sleepy, yes, but it ruins sleep structure. It reduces REM sleep, the most restorative phase. It also causes your throat muscles to relax, worsening snoring and sleep apnea. Even one glass of wine can disturb blood sugar and heart rate through the night. If you already struggle with blood pressure, memory, or waking too early, alcohol will make it worse. Instead, try calming herbal teas like chamomile or valerian root, and avoid liquids after 8 p.m. to prevent bathroom trips. And last, sleeping in total silence and total darkness with no emergency alert system. While darkness is important, seniors living alone should never be totally disconnected. If something goes wrong, a heart flutter, sudden chest pain, or breathing issue, there must be a way to call for help. A medical alert bracelet, smartwatch, or monitored device can detect unusual rhythms and get assistance fast. Some even monitor oxygen and pulse while you sleep. One of the most tragic things about senior sleep deaths is that many happen alone, silently. Technology today can prevent that. Don't wait until it's too late. So let's recap, gently. These habits don't seem fatal on their own, but together, over weeks and years, they weaken the body's most vital systems. They disrupt healing. They increase the odds of silent failure. And they've already contributed to the deaths of thousands of seniors who never knew what was happening. But now you do. And that means you can act. Tonight you can adjust your pillow, set a cooler room temperature, move dinner an hour earlier, turn off the TV before sleep. These changes aren't hard, but they're powerful. Because your sleep isn't just about rest, it's when your body repairs itself, resets your mind, and keeps your heart ticking. Don't lose years to avoidable mistakes. Don't ignore the signs because they feel small. If this video helped you see the bigger picture, please hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel for more senior-focused health advice, and share this with someone you care about. You might save their life tonight.